All right, this is the second one. This is a special project where I made a skeleton for MVC framework by myself, sir. So MVC is which is stands for Model View Controllers. Most of us, or maybe for PHP, there are we knows about Laravel and Symfony frameworks, which is also use MVC, but it's causing lots of dependency that cause a lot of big file size for the applications. Other than that, actually, we really can make this own skeleton for MVC by ourselves. This is the one that I made, and I have made some projects with this MVC skeleton custom made. All right, let's see the script. The script is very simple actually, as long as we know how the HTTP process and routing process will flow. When HTTP request incoming to our application, actually is it will not hit our index PHP directly, but first of all it will hit into HT access file. We system will read how HT access file settings. So here in HT access file, I pull all HTTP requests to be forwarded into index.php file. So this index.php file will be the some kind like a content aggregator for all incoming HTTP requests. Here is the htaccess script, and then we comes up to index.php. Okay, so here we session start. First one, how is we have to read the whole URL of the application that user submit to our applications. This is the script. It's an easy one actually, and then we only need to explode the complete URL by the slash. Okay, after we explode it by the slash, we are only need to read the last endpoint of the URL. I save this that second endpoint to be in action variables, and then we goes to the routing.php. Here in routing.php, we here in these examples in these applications I made only for 3 page. This is for the home page, the second one is the folder one, the third one is the to folder two. This is only sample for endpoint actually, and then we will comes up into this page controller. Sorry, before that, let's get back to the index.php. After we call routing.php, I made self made function named call with two parameters, routes and actions. Routes are those three URLs that we set in this routing.php, and action is endpoint that we get from the users hit. So here we include the page controller. This is the page controller. This is simple one, a class, because just like Laravel and Symfony, every controller are made with a class, simple class with three functions. This is for home page, folder one, and folder two. The I will explain it later. Where routing, this is default one, will hit the home page functions. This will be the endpoint, and this will be save the content variables only. This is in this example I only returning HTML, plain HTML text. And for the view, we require the view.php, just a simple one where the view will only echo the content of variables. Okay, let's back to the page controllers. Folder one, just like the home page, only will return HTML content, and so do folder two. So let's get back to the index.php. So if there is no action, there is no endpoint, or only end with slash, then it will be hit the controller Oh, sorry. First of all, we instantiate the class of the page to be an object. As an object, the object was saved at the controller variables. So when there is no actions, blank or only the base URL or only end with a slash, it will the script will read the class of controller with and the home page function. So this is it. This will be read at the home page, and then if the L and else, we read the endpoint of the URL. If the endpoint is in array is if it was here, so it will hit the proper controllers method action based on the actions variables. And if no, I will just return URL not found. Just that simple. If we see in the browsers, we just need to see it in browsers. Yes, this is what I mean with the home page. Just end with the base URL, something like this, and with slash hi, I'm the home page. And if we hit the folder one, and folder one, this page controllers will be executed. Yes, and the rest, if we hit the if we fills up this as folder two, yep, hi, I'm folder two, it will hit these methods or these functions. Here in the real application, sure, we will make the class become more rich and more complex. We can add properties and more constructors and more complex system for each functionality, of course. And what if we user hit URL that is not exist in the routings? So as we know in the routing, we only have these three routes for now, for example. Blank folder 1 and folder 2. Let's say if users click folder 3, then it will be return URL not found. Yep, this is the one that will be hit by this by that unaccessed endpoint. Just this simple. So by in the real applications, we will just need to play with this controller page and the view page. But of course, we should add some functionalities like token. I usually using JWT, JSON Web Token for security, etc. That's it for the second sample of my plain PHP script.